Welcome to Life Extension's lecture series. My name is Dr. Mike Smith. Today we're going to talk about treating Alzheimer's in the 21st century. But first, let me give you some stats on just dementia in general. There are 18 million cases of dementia worldwide, and what's really surprising is 5.4 million occur right here in the United States. Alzheimer's is simply a form of dementia, and it's characterized by a loss of brain function over time, usually with a memory problem, a thinking problem, a behavioral problem, and in some cases, changes in personality. We don't know what causes Alzheimer's, but we do know what's involved is an abnormal protein deposit called amyloid beta. Amyloid beta will disrupt how one brain cell communicates with another brain cell. Those connections are critical to how we think and how we recall memories. Amyloid beta interferes with those connections called synapses. We do believe that inflammation plays a key role in the deposit of that abnormal protein. One powerful marker of inflammation is called TNF-alpha. And we've noticed that when there's excessive amounts of TNF-alpha in the brain, that can damage brain cells, that can interfere with those connections and lead to the amyloid beta deposit. And there's a vicious cycle here. As inflammation goes up through the mechanism of TNF-alpha, that leads to the amyloid beta deposit. Well, guess what? Amyloid beta deposit leads to more inflammation, more TNF-alpha. So there's your vicious cycle. There is a drug, though, that we find very promising. It's called Enbrel. It is a TNF-alpha inhibitor. Now, traditionally, it's used to treat powerful inflammatory conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and psoriatic arthritis. TNF-alpha, when it's inhibited, we believe will bring down the inflammation and allow for the brain to heal itself. Now, there was a pilot study involving 15 people with Alzheimer's disease. They were tested on 3 cognitive tests for Alzheimer's, very standard tests they use in Alzheimer's studies. They were given weekly Enbrel injections, and what they discovered was a 22% improvement in cognitive ability. Now, let me impress upon you the significance of a 22% improvement in cognitive ability. It's the difference between someone staying inside and going outside shopping with family members. It's the difference between making no memories anymore and recalling them and making new memories and calling them. 22% improvement is huge for Alzheimer's patients. So the Life Extension Clinical Research Team is going to measure the effects of Enbrel plus a few supplements on cognitive ability. We're going to mirror this pilot study. It's going to be weekly visits for 17 weeks, and it's going to include blood tests, clinical evaluations, blood pressure checks, the Enbrel injections at no cost, and some supplements at no cost, including lipoic acid, omega-3 fish oils, quercetin, and trans-resveratrol. If you are interested in joining this study, I encourage you to call 866-517-4536, or you can visit the clinical research landing page on our website at lef.org/clinical research. For Life Extension, I'm Dr. Mike Smith.